Good afternoon, Sarah, aka the Business Fixer here. How are we doing today? So, I am talking about 5 ways to grow your business today. Now, ultimately, I am seeing time and time again where businesses right now are literally at a breaking point, where they are literally trying to decide between giving up and walking away and potentially even going to get a day job, or whether they keep fighting, they keep trying to keep their business going. They're literally at a turning point, and that is where I can help you. Bear with me because the dog has decided to appear and is being rather needy today. So where was I? So yeah, I am seeing really at the moment where businesses are trying to make that, business owners are really trying to make that really difficult decision. And whether it's a case of going into liquidation or, whether they can actually turn things around. And it really is quite a serious time, I think, in the current marketplace for business owners. But what I don't want you to do is to lose hope. I think part of it is when you are forced into a situation like I think a lot of business owners are, where they're in that difficult, the point of trying to make this very difficult decision, is that they don't necessarily have the people around them who actually can really support and give the right type of guidance to support. And this is where, for example, friends and family may come in and be like, pushing you towards walking away from your business because they can see the pressures, and, they often don't necessarily have the entrepreneur employer's mindset. So they're like, you know what, enough's enough. We want our husband, wife back. We want our father, our friend back. We've had enough now, right? And that's where it's quite difficult, because you're potentially put into a situation where you are being influenced by your potentially your family, but that's not necessarily where you feel like is the true direction. So, you can talk to things like your accountant to see where you are truly financially, and you can talk to insolvency practitioners potentially. But I think one of the things that I would suggest that you do is talk to a business coach or a business performance coach like me, because often we have, if you go to one that's actually run their business before, I can guarantee that they have probably been exactly where you are at some point. I know that I have, and I've had to make that really difficult decision. I ended up having to make the difficult decision to walk away from my law firm for a number of different reasons. And for me, it was the best thing I ever did. But of course, I'm still running my own business. I'm just doing a different business. But if I hadn't have been through those experiences that I had been with the law firm, I couldn't be doing what I'm doing now, right? So, if you are really at this turning point, I think that if you are 100% certain it's the right thing to walk away from your business, then you will know in your gut that that is the right decision to make. But if you still have this glimmer of hope that is there, that is just, it's a bare ember, but that there is, that there must be something that can be done to help transform your business, but you just simply do not know how. If you're in the situation where you are really struggling to maximize your profitability, your business just is not performing, that you've completely lost the direction in which you want to be going on, that you are just feeling that real overwhelm, and you're struggling with that mindset, and you're just feeling stuck, but that in your heart of hearts you don't want to give up, then this is for you guys. Okay, so there are a number of things that I want you to do. Number one, what I want you to think about is forgetting where you are right now and the challenges in which you are facing. If you could wave a magic wand and your business was in a particular place within 12 months, where would it be? So what I'm talking about is, where would it be financially? Where would it be with your team? Where would it be in terms of the services that you're offering, the vision that you would have for your business? If you could just wave a magic wand and everything be how you want it to be, I want you to write that down. Put it down, even if it's a case of have it written in front of you. If you can collect images that are associated to that dream, then do that and put it together and put it in front of you every single day, because that will give you the reminder of where you are ultimately heading. That's the first thing. The second thing is, as scary as it may be when you're at this turning point, you need to really have a detailed grasp in terms of where your numbers are actually sitting. What are you turning over at this moment in time? Where is your profit level, or are you making a loss? Are you struggling to pay your suppliers? Okay, in that case, then make sure you know exactly what suppliers are owed. Are your clients, are they not paying? If so, have you got arrangements with them? Even if they can't pay you right now and they're struggling themselves, can you reach a payment plan with them? Have open the door to communication and having conversations, because I can guarantee that probably if you are facing these challenges, your suppliers and your customers may well also be in exactly the same position as you. Make sure you've got the information in front of you and start having conversations with these people to see what arrangements that can be made. The second thing in relation to your finances, which ties into your services that you are offering, look at where your average transaction value is. Is it a profitable service that you are offering? Look at the amount of time that is spent in relation to that service compared to what you're charging. Look at what your break-even point is in terms of, how much money do you have to be generating per hour to hit your break-even point, and are those services hitting those levels? Because I suspect where a lot of businesses, and I see this time and time again, a lot of businesses haven't actually necessarily increased their prices, and because they're worried that their clients cannot afford them. Well, unfortunately, we are now at a time where everything is more expensive. So if you don't know where your average transaction value is, you don't know whether you are being profitable in terms of your services. And if need be, put those prices up, right? This is another quick way that you can actually start to really improve your business. The next thing that I would say is, are you working with the right types of clients? Are they the people that you want to be working with? Because if they are not, then you need to really go back to the basics in terms of your marketing and identify who your ideal client is and go deep. And also, is your message hitting right? Does your message need to change because the market has changed, right? You need to be meeting where your ideal client is at right now. And a lot of people, they're in a completely different position than what they were a year ago or pre-COVID. Have you adjusted accordingly? Doing these sorts of changes can be real game changing for your business, right? Are you, in terms of looking at your sales pipeline, are you nurturing those existing people that have put inquiries in? People will now take longer to actually commit to buying from people. They need often like 27 touch points now. So what are you doing to actually touch point with the people that have actually made potential inquiries and expressed an interest in working with you? Do you have like an email sequence that you're nurturing them? Are you picking up the phone and touching base? Are you having conversations? These are all ways that you can actually make these sales happen quicker, right? The next thing is in terms of the mindset, which kind of goes back to where I started in relation to the vision of where you imagine your business to be, right? Go back to the thought of, why did you start this business in the first place? What was the driving force? What is in you, and what is the passion? What is the why in terms of your purpose as to what you're trying to actually achieve. What is your mission? What is it that you want your business to ultimately achieve? And go back to that and really, really think about that, because that will help you overcome some of the obstacles. Now, if you want some help in any of these areas or any aspect of your business, then all I want you to do is to literally put in the comment help. In the comments, just put the statement help, and we can have a free conversation. We can see exactly where you're at, where you want to be, and how I can help you. So I hope that those hints and tips have really helped you to just kind of think about that decision that you need to make as to whether you're going to stay with your business, go and get a day job, or things that you can actually implement in your business right now that could be game changing for your business to actually start to move it forward again. So thank you guys for listening, and I shall see you next Thursday again at 12 o'clock.